air crash investigator Sven Hammerberg is entering a world of intrigue and deadly Cold War conspiracies. A special commission reporting to the UN needs him to determine whether a 1961 air disaster was an accident or an assassination.
The commission knew that I had some experience in that field, owed aircraft excellence, so they called me.
The pressure is on to get to the bottom of an aviation mystery that's as controversial today as it was 55 years ago.
There's a wide range of things that have never ever been adequately considered. They might not bring the ultimate truth, but it requires to look carefully again.
Hammerberg studies the events from the night of the fateful flight. A United Nations transport plane, the Albertina, is on a vital mission in Central Africa.
Estimate beam at Dola at 2347. Arrival time is 0020.
The destination is Ndola Airport in the British colony of Northern Rhodesia.
Roger. Ndola weather, wind 120 at 7 knots, visibility 5 to 10 miles with a slight smoke haze.
Controllers and local dignitaries anxiously await the arrival of one of the most important people in the world.
Set altimeter to 30.15.
Roger. Request descent clearance at 57.
Roger, 57. Clear to descend to 6,000 feet.
On board the DC-6 is UN Secretary General Dag Hammarskjöld.
At least they're willing to talk. What else do we know about their latest demand?
He's flying in from the Congo to hold high-level peace talks with a rebel leader.
Hammarskjöld and most likely members of his entourage on board were pretty aware that this is a difficult mission. It was a Secretary General for whom a physical risk was integral part of his job.
Alright. Descend into 6,000. No traffic ahead.
6,000, yes, sir.
The captain is 35-year-old Per Hallenquist.
Our visibility should be pretty good once we get down there.
29-year-old Lars Lytton is Hallenquist's first officer.
The life of flying a transport airplane in the Congo during the 1960s, during the decolonization era, was indeed a fantastic challenge for everyone.
Former pilot and NTSB investigator Robert McIntosh flew transport missions for the UN throughout the 60s.
During my time in the Congo, I was probably a lucky guy because there were mercenaries around and I never found any bullet holes in the aircraft that I was flying.
7,000.
Alright. Give me 2,000 RPM and 20 inches.
Minimum descent altitude.
That's 5,000 feet, but we'll have a runway in sight long before then.
The flight left the Congolese capital Leopoldville a little more than 6 hours ago. For security reasons, it's flown an indirect route to Ndola.
They made arrangements in the wing of the plane to avoid any unpleasant surprises.
Number one, we need to extend the ceasefire. We can't be seen as being the enemy here.
To prevent an ambush, no flight plan has been filed, and the pilots have maintained radio silence for most of the flight. The mission is a closely guarded secret.
Are you cleaning yourself very after Ndola?
Negative.
Even at this late stage, the crew needs to be secretive about the mission.
Are you staying in Ndola?
They don't know who might be listening in.
Negative.
Due to parking difficulties, would like to know your intentions.
We will get them on the ground.
Roger.
The security of the airport and of the flying environment was sometimes in question. There were opportunities for counter forces to perhaps shoot at aircraft that were on final approach.
Pretty self-checklist, please.
Anti-collision lights. On. Cylinder head check. Okay. Speed to 180 knots.
Go watch the pilots in the slaughter relay.
The Secretary General and his delegation should be on the ground in about 10 minutes.
The lights in sight. Overhead and Dola. Descending.
Roger. Before reaching 6,000 feet.
Roger.
Okay, they're 10 minutes away.
Because of the unusual flight path, the plane now needs to fly past Dover Airport and circle back to touch down on its only runway.
And Dover was a bit, we say, out in the sticks. It's a little control tower and with some surrounding hills. And certainly at night it was extremely difficult to make approaches there.
180 knots, sir.
Speed is good, thank you.
You certainly have to be extremely vigilant to the hazards around such a small airport.
The crew begins the final swooping left-hand turn that will line them up with the runway below. The mission to Dover is about to begin. A mission that could change the fate of nations.
The United Nations Security Council meeting again to deal with the difficult and dangerous Congo situation. It was resolved to call upon Belgium to withdraw their troops from the
Congo in the early 60s was of utmost priority in the Cold War. It was of top-tier strategic importance.
The Congo recently won its independence from Belgium, but the new nation's southern region of Katanga has declared itself an independent state. A bloody civil war has erupted, and with the world's richest uranium mine in Katanga, world powers, including the US and the Soviet Union, are backing opposing factions. The risk of a global catastrophe is very real.
One needs to recall that the nuclear bombs that were thrown on Hiroshima and Nagasaki were supplied with uranium from Katanga.
Hammarskjöld hopes to resolve the deadly conflict and help reunite the Congo. But on the ground in Dover, controllers are growing concerned.
Albertina, Dover's now under you read.
The Secretary General's plane is overdue.
Where did the aircraft go? Why have we not seen it?
Albertina, Dover Tower, please acknowledge.
Where are you? Why am I not hearing from you? That would have been very present in the minds of the controller at that point in time.
The controller contacts other airports in the region.
Salisbury and Dover Airport. Have you had any word from the UN, Albertina?
Nothing at all. Perhaps the Albertina's secret mission has taken it to a different destination at the last minute.
Osaka and Dover Airport. Have you had any contact with the UN flight?
Negative. No contact here. The plane carrying one of the most important men on the planet is missing. It's a mystery that will haunt Ndola and the world for decades to come. By dawn, news of the UN Secretary General's disappearance is spreading fast.
We heard that he was missing. So what were we to do? We weren't going to sit around and
Clyde Sanger covered Hammarskjöld's mission in Africa for the Guardian newspaper.
a number of journalists got together and chartered a plane and flew over the area and spotted where the plane had come down.
On the side of a hill, 9 miles west of the airport, journalists spot a gash in the trees.
And it was quite broad. You could cut through a lot of trees. It was an open space like that with
peace. So this was a major world event.
I know that I'm speaking for all of my fellow Americans, expressing our deep sense of shock and loss in the untimely death of the Secretary General of the United Nations, Mr. Dag Hammarskjöld.
With the loss of Dag Hammarskjöld and his delegation, prospects for peace in the Congo fade. Regional power brokers have no interest in following through on the Secretary General's mission.
His mission to continue to attempt to reunite the province that he was concerned with, Katanga province, was counter to the interests of a lot of people.
I think it's pretty obvious that there were a plethora of interests out there who were not really mourning the death of Hammarskjöld.
The Cold War politics surrounding the flight to Ndola lead many to speculate that the Secretary General's plane was shot down.
Was there anyone who wanted to see Hammarskjöld's death? Where do you want me to start and where to end?
The world may soon learn more about the crash from a surprising source. Incredibly, there is a sole survivor. Against all odds, a 36-year-old UN security officer lived through the heavy impact and raging fire. Harold Jr. is in critical condition, but if he can recover and tell his story, he might provide valuable evidence. While they wait to hear what Jr. will say, Rhodesian government investigators begin searching for clues in the wreckage. They face a daunting task. About 80% of the fuselage is completely melted.
Every air safety investigator has a given set of things that he's really looking for. He wants to find out if the whole airplane is there. Is there something missing? He's looking for the tail. He's looking for the wingtips. He's looking for the power plants, etc. All those basic things are elemental.
That's it, guys.